Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, a few episodes ago, I spoke of 4 different types of fruits that can play a part in lowering your blood pressure. And I was approached by a few of my patients who'd asked, well, outside of fruits and foods to eat and acupuncture, what are some of the other things in which they can do to lower their blood pressure? So it was a pretty interesting discussion we'd had. It started out with one of my patients, and it ended up with 5 others joining in the conversation. So I'd explain to them that there's things that they can do every morning when they wake up that can play a part in lowering blood pressure. Now, of course, they're benefiting from lowered blood pressure as a result of coming for regular wellness visits. But they have colleagues at work and relatives that live in other states and other countries that don't have immediate or such close access to an acupuncturist. So what are some things that they can do along with eating fruits that can play a part in lowering blood pressure, and they can recommend to them to do it? Now, for one, I told them tell them to listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcast, and there's so much that they would learn. But I began discussing some of the things that they can do once they wake up, because globally, high blood pressure is a global issue. It's a problem. And you see, when your blood pressure is left unchecked over an extended period of time, it can damage parts of your body, which include your arteries, your heart, your brain, your kidneys, your eyes, and more. So you want to be as proactive as possible in keeping your blood pressure in check. And the reason why I said things that you can do in the morning from when you wake up to keeping your blood pressure in check is because in the morning, that's a time when your cardiac events, or when cardiac events such as stroke or heart attacks are more likely to happen. And you see, sometimes these heart problems can occur in part by an elevated morning blood pressure. And so many individuals are unaware of that. So for starters, one important thing you want to consider is limiting your caffeine intake. And I have this constant struggle with patients and many others that aren't patients about coffee. And you see, being an avid coffee drinker, not me, but many individuals, coffee could lead to unhealthy high blood pressure levels, especially if you drink more than 1 cup in the morning, like many do. I won't say most, but I'll say many. You have to understand, caffeine is a stimulant, and this stimulant has a tendency to spike your blood pressure. And caffeine, and there are many experts that feel this way, may block a hormone that tends to widen your arteries. And also cause your caffeine can cause your adrenal glands to release more adrenaline. Think about that for a second. Take a moment and think about that. Okay? because there's a lot behind drinking caffeine. The average person I know in America can drink 2 to 4 cups of coffee in the morning, one morning. Insane. This is going to keep your blood pressure high. Oh, but I do decaf. Just stop. Black tea, organic honey, raw honey, cinnamon, and you're good. Another thing you may want to consider is eating a balanced breakfast. Many individuals tend to skip breakfast because they sleep till the last minute, jump up, they're running out the door. And they're unaware that missing a meal can have a major effect on your blood pressure. You see, skipping breakfast, many individuals are unaware, is associated with hypertension in adults. It really is. And there have been individuals I've spoken with that it shocked them. They're unaware that a balanced breakfast can promote better blood pressure for many reasons that I may get into in future conversations. But for one, nuts are rich in omega-3s and healthy fats. You want fruits. But my next Eastern Nutrition episode, which is done once a week on YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed to the Acupuncture is My Life YouTube channel, do so, because there's so much you'll learn about acupuncture and its benefits. But in my next Eastern Nutrition episode on the Acupuncture is My Life YouTube channel, I'll discuss that. You should look to follow Acupuncture is My Life on every social media platform, because you'll get a better understanding as to how an acupuncturist views health as well. Because wealth, it's not in a shoebox in your closet or under your mattress or under the doghouse in the backyard. The wealth is not in your purse, your pocket, or your wallet. And the wealth is not in your bank account or some type of investment account. The wealth is in you. That's what the wealth is. And that's why hopefully you listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcast. But another thing you may want to consider doing is skipping the sugar. Because guess what? When you're running out the door because you slept to the last minute, mighty funny how you have time to stop and grab donuts or some type of pastry that's loaded with sugar. And too much sugar can have a negative effect on your blood pressure. And many individuals aren't aware of that. Many individuals look at diabetes and hypertension as two separate things. They don't go together, so, one is one and the other is the other, and that's not true. That is not true at all. You see, eating sugar, especially high fructose corn syrup, can affect the pathways in your body that's tied to a hormone called aldosterone, as well as a peptide called endothelin. I say it two different ways, and sometimes my patients will correct me or whatever. It's cool. And you see, this hormone and this peptide both help regulate blood pressure. And you see, high blood sugar levels are associated with atherosclerosis, which is a plaque buildup in your arteries, and it leads to stiffer arteries, and eventually it elevates your blood pressure. Which is why I speak so much about fruits and vegetables. You have cravings for sugar, pick up a nice fruit. Okay? plum, peach, pear, apple, orange, tangerine, grapes, strawberries. I could go on and on, which are all beneficial for you. But you want to know what? If you're lifting something heavy right now, whether you're at the gym, work, or at home, put it down for a sec. Rest it down. If you're crossing the street, I want you to hurry up and safely get across the street. And if you're operating a vehicle right now, if it has wheels, pull it over to the side of the road. Okay? If it has a propeller or wings, land it at your nearest airport. Because I need you to close your eyes for one quick sec. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Okay. Another thing you can consider is regular exercise. And I'll never stop bringing this up. I say this a lot. Because while a strenuous workout will get your heart pumping and temporarily raise your blood pressure, exercising in the morning is a great way to support healthy blood pressure. Okay? So keep that in mind. And guess what else helps? Meditation. Getting your body relaxed, especially at the beginning of your day. Especially at the start of your day. Because it can have a positive effect on your blood pressure. And there's many ways to meditate. Many individuals think, when someone says meditate, that means sit in a corner on the floor with your legs crossed, eyes closed, hands out going hum. No, that's not the only way to meditate. There's many ways to meditate, but meditation works wonders on the body. Because one, it helps prompt the body to produce more nitric oxide, which helps widen your blood vessels, thereby lowering blood pressure. And I need to do an episode on the importance of acupuncture and meditation. I don't know if I'm going to add that to my YouTube channel or podcast. That's why I say subscribe to the Acupuncture is My Life YouTube channel to learn more about the benefits of acupuncture and so many other things, like Reiki, because we have a series running on the benefits of acupuncture and Reiki. But the biggest, most important step you can take in your life is to simply make acupuncture a part of your life. Okay? Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?